know you guys could see that one, right? And then look, there's a new one on the other side. What? Insane. Oh my god. And then there's like other things here too, but what I wanted to say, a spirit that's been following me for, let's see, when did I start working there at that abandoned place? Since 2013. So yeah, since 2013, it's 18, about 5 years it's been following me. And not just following me, but yeah, it's been chilling with me since. So let me rephrase that, not just following, but it's been chilling. Let's look again. Crazy, you can't really see it, but yeah, there it is. You saw that? That is insane. See, people that may be watching this right now, all I wanted to say is, with this paranormal / ghost things, you don't have to believe me if you don't want to. Everybody thinks like these videos are a joke and things like that. But me, honestly, after working at that abandoned place and then experiencing like someone writing a cross inside my windshield in here while my doors were locked, you know, shit, damn, that boost kind of got me. You know, it's an insane feeling. And you really wonder like how a person that was gone for like a long time, they could connect from the dead to our world, you know? Do you understand what I mean? Like, how is it possible that somebody that may have died like 100 years ago, they can start to interact with our world when they were once alive and they were here in the same world that we are in, which is the living, and then you have the dead. I want to say that the world of the dead is like the next step to this life. You know how like when your favorite grandpa passed away, or like your favorite grandma or great grandparents, and you feel like you see them, and if not, and rather in fact you do see them, or you know, they let you know that they're still around. And that is what I'm trying to get at. I feel like that is the next step in life, you know, after death and all. But yeah, with the 2 feet prints on the window, I think it's actually both on the left, both left foots planted on the window like that. I cannot even try to manipulate the way how it was exactly placed in there, but it blows my mind because that wasn't there yesterday. The second footprint, that wasn't there yesterday. It was just one. So that must have just happened. Holy cow, what? And I'm gonna make more videos as like things start to come up. But it's insane, right? Crazy how that can happen. And yeah, it's kind of hard to wrap your mind around things like that. You know, you think of like water, like where did all the world's water come from? Nobody has the exact answer, but it's there. And you know, just like these ghosts and then paranormal activities, like you don't know how it happens, but it happens. People experience them, people seen things, people had pictures and videos. But yeah, I I wanted to make like an official video about it. That way people can realize like these things are exactly real. They are 100% real. Like, you can tell this ain't no photoshopped, or that's not my own feet, because I actually have bigger feet, and that looks like a small footprint that's on my thing, and it's not even the whole foot. That's like part of it. And I was talking to my younger brother earlier, and he was calling me a liar, saying like I'm the one that did that. But I'm like, bro, if you really examine it and you look closely, the way how it's placed there and how it slides afterwards, there's no way that me myself can manipulate that. There's just no freaking way. It's in a position where it's far beyond my capability of like trying to copy that, you know. And I showed him, like, I really put my foot up there and I tried to copy it the same way, but mine doesn't have that kind of white look to it as it does, as you've seen in the video here. Like, even when I made my feet dirty, it still doesn't come up. So it's really insane how that can happen, you know. And that's the wifey up front. But yeah, I thought I wanted to post a video. The date and time is at, let's see here, 10:18. Today is the, let's check my watch here. I can't really see shit. 9:25 Tuesday. Okay, so it's the 25th. I swear to God, people, when I was going to work yesterday, there was only one footprint. And the reason why I don't clean it, because every time that I did, something else appeared. Like, I would see little fingerprints that are oddly placed on my windshield and throughout my car. And usually what I notice about this phenomenon is that when my car is really dirty, that's where I start to see it like come out more often than it usually does. And yeah, it's just so mind-blowing, you know, that something like that can happen. But this is not my first time, you know. Let me just give you a little back history of myself. So in the Philippines culture, my mom's side of the family, we used to have witch doctors. So my aunties, they used to help people that when they got possessed, or like when something bad was happening to them, people like my aunties, they would go to them and, you know, ask for help as far as like being cured. Let's put it that way, just being cured. And what happened was that, according to my mother, sometimes in our family, people would possess a third eye. And what that third eye means is like, there's not literally like a third eyeball on your forehead or anything, but a third eye means it enables you to have like the ability to see the dead and sometimes even talk to them. And when I was about 5 or 6 years old, I still remember this to this day like it was yesterday. Back in Guam, we had a power outage, and it went completely dark, but my mother at the time, she had candles, so we started lighting up candles around the hallway of our home. And I remembered in that hallway we had a mirror. Yeah, you know, it's one of those mirror things, but I don't think the mirror necessarily had to play a part, but I felt like it did in a way. Because as I stared into the mirror that was down the hall, and just to backtrack, that hallway on the other end of it, me and my mom, we were we were sleeping there because that's where most of our windows were located, and that's where it was more cooler inside the home. So let's see. Oh yeah, so okay. Now to backtrack to the continued story I was saying, like, yeah, we were laying down, we had our sheets, we were laying down on our tiled floor, cemented floor, because like I said again, that was the best area because it had windows and everything. Yeah, I started looking into this mirror, and all of a sudden something started to appear, and it was a lady in her wedding dress. And the reason why I could tell it was a lady, because she had very long hair, and I remember she was floating. She was floating off our floor, like maybe about 2 feet high, I want to say. Yeah, and her face, I couldn't see her face. It was dark, but her dress was as white as paint. And she starts slowly floating towards where I'm at, because she sees me. And I noticed because as she was appearing and I started to see her, she looked at my direction. And then, you know, being a kid back then, you're not prepared for something like that, you know? And yeah, like, once I seen it coming, I just took a blanket and I hid under it, and I was scared. And the candles were still lit by the time, like, I looked up. She was gone. And from then on, I started seeing things that normal people would never see. So I've seen, where is she going? Oh shit. Oh. So yeah, that was by accident. I was trying to turn and I hit the horn. Anywho, yeah, like, I just started seeing ghosts after that. I've seen the ghosts as far as like the 1800s during the Civil War era. Like, wow, he was a Union soldier, because they were wearing blue, like the blue uniform with like the gold, like with the gold buttons and the long black boots that they used to wear back then, and he had a sword, very thick and very 1800s looking, like, beard. And maybe even further back than that, you know. I'm not saying 1800s because that's the exact date. I'm not really quite sure, but regardless though, the dates are not important. It was more of what I saw, what was important. And, you know, just like other things too. So that's like for another day. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this video. I just thought I just wanted to show that part out, you know. And other than that, I hope you guys have a good day / night. And you guys have a good one. You can put your comments down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I do have natural, real content. So yeah, thank you guys for viewing, and have a good day. And we just came back from Denny's. It was pretty good.